Welcome to the Agents of the Unexplained. Grab your gear and let's journey into the mysterious world of cryptids and the paranormal. Get ready for an adventure into the unknown. Listen carefully as you're guided through the unexplained and cryptid phenomena that challenge our understanding of reality. Here is your host, Bill Rigby.
Hey everybody, how y'all doing tonight? I got a real special guest, a nice friend. She's a psychic medium. She is a podcaster. That's how I actually got to meet her. And she will be at our Penn, Ohio Paranormal Conference. Hi, Scott. How you doing? Let me bring her on in. Hi, Christine.
Hey there, Bill. How are you?
Mean, rotten, and grumpy. And other than that, I'm doing great.
Awesome.
Hey,
Be who you are, my friend. Be who you are.
That's it. The thing is, you've been traveling a lot lately.
Yeah, I do that.
Yeah, making me jealous.
Sorry. Not sorry.
I was going to say, no, you're not.
I just looked at my name across the bottom of the screen and it's spelled wrong, dude.
I did not spell it. Fix that.
Yeah, you got it spelled with a CH.
How the hell did I do that one?
I don't know. Don't worry about it. Everybody knows it's me. It's all good.
I must have been drinking when I don't drink.
Working in your sleep again, eh?
Oh, lately, a lot of it. So, you're going to be traveling some distances coming in a little over a week, about a week and a half.
Excuse me.
Tell everyone where you're from.
Okay, so I am actually living in southeast Wisconsin, and I travel mostly lately. I've been traveling to like Minnesota, the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, around Wisconsin. I do travel like I'm going to be at the Penn, Ohio Paranormal Conference, and just kind of all over the place. Going to England this year. I'm going to be at the Maine Paracon and HorrorCon.
Yep.
So,
my buddy's event that I can't go to this year.
oh, bummer.
Yes. I saw that you're going to be speaking up there. I went, oh, wow, man. Now I'm upset.
Yeah, I'm going to be speaking there. Yep.
That's great, though.
Yeah.
Now,
I'm excited. It'll be fun.
Now, I'm going to throw this one at you.
Okay.
This is a really good question.
Oh, man, without warning. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, of course. Well, I don't like to give warnings.
Okay.
Out of all the podcasts you've done, what was the weirdest? I'm thinking.
Well, I recently rebranded my podcast, right? So it was Paramystic Kristina. Now it's the Paramystic Podcast. But it was in February, actually, of this year. I brought on my co-host, Glenn, and we did a, predictions for the year, right? So we took turns. And during that predictions, good Lord, my brain just went stop. I channeled Bigfoot during that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I channeled a Bigfoot during that. So that was probably the weirdest one I've done.
Oh, wow. I like that one.
I'll send you the link.
Yes, please do. Actually, if you're able to, put the link up in the chat room too there.
Okay.
Yes, folks, we will be letting her give you all her info here toward the end of the show. I bet. Now, when you channeled the Bigfoot,
Yeah.
tell me that experience.
Well, interestingly enough, it is not the first time that I have channeled Bigfoot. That actually happened last year in May, when I was in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, and we were doing a retreat for my Intuitive View next level class, kind of my intermediate class. And I hope I spelled everything in there right. Anyway, so I mean, everybody who's been there knows that there are Bigfoot near and around that land. And one of them wanted to come through to talk to my friend who actually owns the land. So, oh, I'm sorry. I looked over at Pat. Sorry.
That's okay.
And it just came through. And then that was the night before we actually started the retreat. And then the next day, he came through again, the same one, and introduced us to the women in their group clan. I'm not sure exactly what they're called, but then one of the women of that clan later in the day channeled through me and gave a healing to one of the participants through
Oh,
me.
wow.
Yeah, it was pretty powerful.
So, how can I want to phrase this right?
It's kind of hard to phrase it right. I know.
Yeah, it is because, you know, I've been on the paranormal Bigfoot kick talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
There, you know, what I saw, I swear was flesh and blood.
Yeah.
Am I 100% right? I don't know. And like a lot of my things I talked about the past year when I've done different events, we talked about the paranormal end, the interdimensional, and all that.
Mm-hmm.
So, and Pat's saying it's called pods. That's what I
Pods.
call them too, Pat.
Okay.
Some people call them clans, some call them pods. But the thing is, they do have more abilities than we do. That I
Yes.
believe.
From what I've witnessed, I would have to agree with you.
Hey, Danny, my buddy Danny from West
Hi,
Virginia.
Danny.
We've had making a trackway, and then all of a sudden it just disappears. And I don't mean there's trees around or anything around. They just stop and gone.
Yeah.
Where did they go? Yeah, we don't know. And
There's lots of theories,
yes,
but we don't know for sure.
but now that female one channeled through you to help heal that one lady there.
Mm-hmm.
Now that's very interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's just, it's not blowing my mind, but it's like making my mind go crazy on this, because the farther in this rabbit hole I go, the deeper it's getting.
Uh-huh.
And I didn't bring a shovel to dig myself out. So, and I still believe they're flesh and blood, but they can be interdimensional too. And I don't know how that is possible. Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of goes beyond what our brains are used to wrapping themselves around, it goes beyond that too. I think I have had experiences with some people where I can go into a deep meditation and channel my spirit through somebody else. So
Right.
if I can do it, why can't they do it?
Exactly. Yeah. And like I several groups got mad at me. I got kicked out of a couple of them
That's okay.
because I say how I feel,
Okay.
and I feel if you don't keep an open mind, we're not going to learn anything. If you know, there's flesh and blood groups out there. There's interdimensional. There's extraterrestrial, and a lot of them are closed-minded. It's
To
either
any
their
other,
way
yeah,
or no way. And how's that helping anything? You're
it's
trying to
not.
figure things out. So I tick people off with that, and I don't care. And and I'm at the point, I'm 66 years old. I don't care who I tick off now. I try
Right.
to be a nice guy, but you want to be closed-minded. To me, you're being an idiot. And I tell them that. Don't be the idiot.
Well, and how can anybody say it's one way or another because we don't actually know. There's
Exactly.
no proof in any particular direction that any one of us is absolutely correct, you know?
Yeah, and I spoke to a small group of people last night. I was invited to speak, and there was like 20 people there, and they were all very into what I was saying, explaining everything. They had tons of questions. We had a lot more questions at the end that extended the talk longer because of all
Right.
the questions, which I did not mind. And that the waitress was getting a little antsy because she wanted to get out of there.
Right.
But like I told them, I says, keep an open mind. And the first one says they're an expert at this, call them an asshole and walk away.
There you go.
Like, what? Yeah.
Yeah.
Danny, you're so here. I got to put that up there.
Yeah.
And Pat, I got to put yours up too. Unless you see something happening, why join that camp? Because you believe in it, Danny. I was in a flesh and blood camp, but more I researched and investigate, I'm not in no camp. True.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Same. There is so much that we don't know that to declare that one thing is absolutely correct doesn't make sense.
No.
And it's not just about the Bigfoot community. It's also about the paranormal and the ETs. And, there's so much that we don't know about any of it that to claim one thing is correct, it just doesn't make sense.
And I know I told this story a lot. 2 years ago, I was invited to do an investigation on this 200-acre hunting camp. Okay, I go there. The owner of the hunting camp is all excited I'm coming. He invited all these people over to have a big cookout to welcome me there. Okay, how am I going to investigate with 50-some people here?
Right.
Yeah, so I didn't do an investigation that day, but we played some good volleyball and we ate good. Then around the campfire, people were just standing around BSing, and this one guy that showed up, he's going around telling everyone Bigfoot jumps through portals. Okay, that's what you believe. But then he starts pointing in people's faces like this. And I went, nah, I'm not saying that. I'm going to let it go. An 86-year-old man sitting there listening to everyone's stories, and he's just enjoying himself sitting there listening. He walked up to him, started telling him, and he started this, and this 86-year-old, and he was a veteran too, so that made it even double worse for me. Doing this in his face, talking that portal stuff, and I went, and a couple people already walked up and said, "You gonna say something to him?" No, that's his thing. Yeah, I said, no, he can't. That's what I play your phone. He knows I do a podcast on Wednesday. I didn't turn my ringer off.
Oops.
Oops, yeah. And the thing is that when he did that to that old man, I got mad. And I got up. I start walking over, and the one dude there go, uh-oh, there goes Bill. And excuse me. Yeah. Bigfoot jumps through portals. I'm telling you, that's what they do. Okay. Have you seen that happen? No. I said, all right, wait a minute. I'm a researcher and an investigator of Bigfoot. So, what kind of proof do you have? Well, I don't really have, but I'm telling you, that's exactly what they did. No. You ain't telling me nothing. Where's your proof? I'm telling you, I really don't. I says, have you seen a portal? No. Have you seen a Bigfoot? No. Stop right there. Sit your ass down. Shut up. Till you learn to say, this is what you believe. You don't know nothing. Actually, you don't know a hole in the ground from a hole in your ass. So sit down. He got mad and walked off. The dude that said, uh-oh, here goes Bill. He comes walking up and says, you know who that is, don't you? I went, no, and I really don't care. He's Armstrong County Commissioner. I don't give a damn. I really don't.
Yeah, it was still rude.
Yeah. And they all laughed at me for telling them off. And the guy that invited me there, he comes over, he says, I just heard you told shithead off. I went, yeah. He says, about time someone did. I was just nice to invited him. Don't be so nice next time.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I mean, really, all I have to share is my own experiences, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I can share my experience. I can't tell you how that works. I can't give you the mechanics for how that works. I just know that when they want to come through, they come through. They let me know they want to come through. They don't just bombard me, by the way. I'm just going to put that out there. They do have my permission, but they ask my permission before they come through me. And that's not just with the Bigfoot. That's with the ETs. That's with all the light beings, the higher energy spirits that come through. You know, they all ask my permission, and thank you all for that. But, you know, I can't explain how it works.
They got some, like Pat says, some kind of special powers.
They sure do.
And it's really, I'm more confused now than I was 4 years ago.
Right.
Truthfully, you know, and people think I'm crazy when I say that, but it's the truth, because the more I learn, there's so much more questions. My good friend Sparky, which you'll meet at the conference, me and him's gone out several times, and we research it pretty much the same way, and it's just crazy, you know, because we're like on the same wavelength of how we're researching, and we're very good together when we research it. But it's just the stuff we have seen together doesn't add up to a lot. But it's like he was out yesterday. He wanted me to go, but I had that thing to go to, and he found a print in that in the one area that me and him's gone, and he says they're in that area, and actually he's right near where I found a trackway at. It's just crazy. Hello, Mark. Sorry, bud. I meant to say hi, but my mouth was running. There he is. Paranormal Fellowship. My buddy Sparky.
Hey, Sparky.
He's a great researcher,
Yeah.
and he does pay attention to everything around him. And
He says he found several. He said he found multiple prints there
yeah.
yesterday.
Those pictures, I thought those were the same ones, but I guess I'm wrong. You're supposed to wait for me too, Spark. But yeah,
you're too busy for him to wait for you.
Yeah, lately we have been.
Yeah,
and I don't like it. Each one was a different print. Ooh. That's even in. Oh. Now you're fired, Spark. Yeah, I'd be old as me if he waits on me. That might be true the way this has been going. But, with that channeling, it's not just with Bigfoot that you got channeled with.
Right.
Okay. The thing is, too, with your ability, has it ever freaked you out when you got channeled by some entity?
The first time it did, because I didn't expect it. Yeah. I was running a women's group, and I was actually, thank goodness, in my own home at the time. And it was an abundance group, and I just kept getting this nudge, right? So I was trying to explain what I was hearing to the group of women, and all of a sudden I opened my eyes, and it was late at night. I mean, it was dark out. Okay. So we didn't have super bright lights on, but when I opened my eyes, it was like really super bright. And I realized that there was a room full of women looking at me with their mouths hanging open. Just kind of like, fortunately, some of them took notes and told me what happened. But yeah, for 45 minutes, I was channeling Bartholomew and didn't even know it. Like, I wasn't there at all.
Oh,
so
boy.
That kind of freaked me out. But that was my first channeling experience, and it was unexpected. So, yeah, after that, it doesn't freak me out. I mean, another time, it was shortly after that. I was driving. I was actually living on the West Coast at the time. Excuse me, at the time. So I'm driving from Washington to Oregon on the coastal highway, and somebody jumped into my body while I was driving, and they apparently did not know how to drive. That was scary. But yeah, I managed to get pull over on the next exit and get them out of my body, and then realized I needed to lay down some ground rules if I'm going to be channeling. Can't do it.
Yes.
Can't do it when I'm driving. Can't do it when I'm cooking, and not when I'm spending time with my family. So, yeah.
And check this out.
Okay.
Sparky has to say here.
Okay.
That's why he's been wanting me to get out with him.
Well, that sounds interesting.
Yes. Considering I got hit with infrasound twice, Kristina.
Oof.
Yeah.
I got hit with it once, actually, when I was performing a wedding on a military base.
Oops.
The
military did it. They were testing it out.
Man, it rattles your brain. It is hard to focus. Oh, man. Yeah, it's like, boy, trying to focus through that is really hard.
Well, it disoriented me so much. On the first time I got hit, I ended up 3/4 of a mile west from where I was going south.
Wow.
Yeah. And I was bear hunting at the time. Just got up there. I'm headed down. I'm headed south on top of this mountain, knowing that down at the bottom is the river and railroad tracks that go right near my place where I live. So if I shot a bear coming up that mountain, it's going to roll down the mountain, and then I'll drag it out.
Okay.
Instead up over the mountain. Hell, I didn't even get to the edge of the mountain. I'm still going on the top there. Next thing I know, I'm looking around like, where am I? And luckily, another hunter was walking up, and I go, where's Bear Cave Cabin at? He says, 3/4 mile back that way. Oh, okay. Yeah. I really got turned around.
It's like it erases your brain temporarily. It's
It
horrible. Did. Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, that's a good question. Yeah.
Yes.
If they're giving me a message about my family, they just have a way of signaling me that this is important and you need to do this now. But like when I'm playing with my 4-year-old grandson, that's not really the time to channel, you know?
Yeah, really.
I mean, I can still receive messages without channeling, so they let me know.
Oh, that's good. You know, and how now you set those boundaries out on the West Coast. Now that you're Midwest, how did these ones know? Not that just.
Oh, I continually recheck those boundaries, make sure they're in place.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And it's really the boundaries I put around me, so it doesn't matter where I am. Those are the boundaries that are around me. And everyone in the ethers has been really good about getting permission so that nobody is sideswiping me or anything. So
that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm like, okay,
hi, William. Get any weird messages for Bill? Bill gets his own weird messages.
Yeah, they usually come from Nighthawk himself. Or from Sparky about Mountain Dew. My good friend William. Yeah. William Nighthawk's an awesome man. He got a lot of information too.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Will I get to meet you, William, at the Penn, Ohio?
No, he won't be out.
Oh, bummer.
Yeah.
I'll be there, but I guess you won't be, so sorry.
You need to get him on your podcast.
Okay.
Yes. You definitely need to get him on your podcast. I got to get him back on too soon. And
I'm going to actually write his name down. So.
Yes. He has a wealth of information. He's First Nation too.
Okay. I will be in touch, William. Oh, that's a good question.
None of your business. No. There you go. Be a smart ass with me earlier, Spark.
Who and let's see. That's it. You're off the Christmas list, Bill. All right. But Sparky wants to know who and where are these beings that you channel besides Bigfoot? So I channel members of the Pleiadian High Council. Recently, I have channeled a member of Andromeda. Let's see. Well, the I Am, I've channeled the Christ Consciousness, the Marys. I'm just trying to think here. Obviously, Bartholomew, since that came through first. Yeah, it's just been interesting. The more I open up, the more available they are. And yes, I'm a psychic medium. So yeah, I talk to ghosts and spirits a lot. I have occasionally let ghosts come through me or spirits come through me, not so much ghosts, because my understanding is that the generally accepted belief is that ghosts are those who are still earthbound but not in bodies. But spirits I've channeled through me. So when I have done seances, I've had popping in right now into my head is John Wayne came through one time and talked to one of his fans. Abraham Lincoln, John F. Kennedy, Patsy Cline, Elvis, a whole bunch of musicians have come through during seances.
No, wait a minute. You said John Wayne.
Yeah.
Did he tell that fan, sit down, pilgrim?
No, but he kissed her hand and she fawned a bit.
Okay. All right, it's a female. Okay.
Yeah.
If it was a guy, he'd probably say, sit down, pilgrim.
Probably.
I'm sorry, I had to go there.
That's okay.
When you said John Wayne, my eyes popped it because I got a lot of respect for him as an actor.
Yeah, he was the first one that popped into my head. So when I was answering that question, and also my son is on the other side, and I work with him a lot. Like he works with me when I'm helping people who have had members of their families who have committed suicide or died tragically or quickly. He helps me with that. So I spend a lot of time. I think I talk to people out of bodies more than I talk to people in bodies now that I'm thinking about it. Do.
Yeah. That's interesting too.
Yeah.
Sparky, sit down. He never said do. He said, sit down, pilgrim. To you.
And have a Dr. Pepper.
Yes. Oh my God, Kristina, you laughed at me at the doctor's office. They said, I got to slow down on the Dr. Pepper. I says, all right. The day I slow down on Dr. Pepper is when I get a new doctor. They went, what? I says, yeah, this is my doctor. And the doctor looked at me and says, you do? I'm like, yeah, Dr. Pepper. They said,
funny guy.
We knew better.
Yeah.
Because I told them there was no way I'll quit drinking it. That's my main drink. I might have a coffee in the morning. Most regular people are whack jobs. Ain't that the truth?
I 100% agree with you, Danny.
Oh, jeez.
That is a fact.
Yes. But even though I got a psychic medium here, I got to do a quick commercial. Yeah. All right, where in the heck is it?
Uh-oh.
There it is.
Awesome, you found it.
Oh, Spiritual So Simple, the authentic metaphysical shop. Sydney Stewart, she's down there in Kentucky. She does do phone readings. She does do over the internet. She's like Kristina. She's very good at what she does.
Awesome.
And believe me, she's very good. Check her out. She was on my podcast the week before the event last year, and she came up, and there was a line there from the start to finish. I wanted to stop and try to BS with her a little bit. I couldn't do it. She was constantly busy. Then, the Penn, Ohio Paranormal Conference, where we scratch a one speaker, Michael Cook. Health reasons, he can't be here. We got Donnie Graham and Dale Rogers filling in that slot with from the Hillview Manor, haunted Hillview Manor. We will be at Tiffany Banquet Center in Brookfield, Ohio, March 29th. Sparky will be in there. He might have duct tape on his mouth. He brings up about Mountain Dew, but he will be there. Fred Saluga, Gwendolyn Purcell, Amy Boo, and we're going. Biker Bigfoot will be scooting around. Stop in, check it out. Listen to the speakers. Even Sparky got a lot to talk about.
Awesome.
Yeah. Sparky's been out there a lot. On the paranormal end and on the Bigfoot end. And he's a great guy to go out and research with. He really is.
All the other speakers are great. You just have to put up with me. I love it.
He's good. Don't let him BS you. He is good. And UFOs. Yeah. Okay, Spark. Just keep it. Add some more to it. Don't forget about the little gnomes too that you got running around your house.
Wow.
He's constantly picking on me.
Yeah, I see that goes both ways.
Yeah, now I'm starting to give it back a lot more. Love the guy though. Then we got Jamie and Jenny King, the nicest people in the world. They really are. I swear they're from the 60s. He's too big to be a leprechaun, Danny. Did I read that right?
Yeah, you choked on it too.
Yeah, I did.
I will be at the conference, but I will be offering psychic readings of all kinds all day. So meet your spirit guides, past life, Akashic records, tarot, soul cards, mediumship if you want to talk to your loved ones on the other side. So
believe me, she can do this all for you. She is awesome.
Thank you.
And one of your good friends are coming along too.
That's right. I'm bringing Deidre Sanford with me, and
Yes.
she is also a psychic medium.
Yes.
Yep.
Thanks,
Pat.
Thanks, Pat. You too. The thing is that when she contacted me, I'm like, okay. Then she goes, yeah, Kristina told me to get a hold of you. Oh, Kristina. Oh, really?
Interesting.
Oh. Do you have that picture?
That would be interesting to see.
Yes. Or did you take a picture of that picture?
Yeah.
Down at Cascade Park's carousel. Or the bar carousel. Because there was a bar called the Carousel in Newcastle.
Oh.
I got a project for you, Spark. Find it before the event. Send it to me.
Cascade Park. Okay.
Yeah. They just had a Bigfoot sighting down there this past year.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yes. So that was interesting to hear about that. I didn't go check it out. That's something you and me got to do, Spark. Let's go down there. Because they had that Bigfoot sighting there, too. What's your take on all these reports on dogmen?
That's kind of an interesting one because living in Wisconsin, we have the Beast of Bray Road,
Right.
which is also kind of a dogman
Yes.
type figure. And um, I guess at this point, I just don't discount anything because, again, there's too much to know. We don't know it all. And so I don't discount anybody's claims at this point. You know, I don't know. I don't know. The lady who had the claim, it was a while ago, maybe years ago, even, had babies with Bigfoot or whatever. But, that one I question. But most of them, uh,
That was in the Globe.
uh-huh,
No. I don't. No.
not
I'm
buying that
sorry.
one.
No.
But as far as like the dogmen go, why not? You know what I
No.
mean? Like, we don't know. We don't know. Again, there's so much that it could have been something created in a lab, but we don't know. It could have been a mistake, a mistaken identity. But I think when so many people have claimed to see the same thing in so many different places who don't know each other, these people don't know each other,
Yep.
there's probably some kind of credence to it. What is it exactly? I have no idea.
It's a dog man. That's all
It's a
I'm going to
dog
say.
man.
That's all I'm going
Yeah.
to say because I took a report right near Clark Street in Sharon Hermitage line there. Actually, it's right on that Sharon Hermitage line is where he's seen it, and Sparky knows where I'm talking about. It's like a dirt road, but it's a trail going up the river off of Clark Street. You got the railroad yard. If you're looking up that trail to the right, you got the river to the left, and a small patch of woods going on both sides of that trail too. And the young man, which I know his family very, very well, very religious family, and he has not come back there fishing ever again because it came up from the river, looked at him, and went into the woods. And he's not sure which way it went from there, but he went back toward the road. He's got out of there.
I can understand why.
Yes, me too.
That would be unnerving, to say the least.
That was about 8 foot high, he figured.
Wow.
And that's, as the bird flies, that's about a half mile from my house.
Okay.
Jamie King has taken reports on out the river, up by the reservoir. And he took one in Farrell, where it was at is probably 3/4 miles from my house. So I believe they're traveling the river.
Well, that would make sense.
Yes. Yeah.
Reasons
Everything needs
along the
water.
river.
Yep.
Yeah.
Everything needs water. So.
Yeah. So then it's got a water supply and a food supply.
Yep.
So that makes sense.
Yep. And so, and this young man's story was very, very believable. There's some you get, it's like, nah.
Yeah.
Not at all. I'm not buying into this. Nope.
Yeah.
You can tell they're stretching it.
Yep. I'm a documentary junkie, right? So I
Yes.
watch a lot of documentaries, and I've seen documentaries on Dogman, on Mothman, on another one from Wisconsin, the one in Rhinelander, Hodag, the Hodag.
Yes, the Hodag.
Yeah. I grew up about 20 miles from Rhinelander. So
Yeah.
it was all just part of our culture, to up there. So I'm big on Bigfoot documentaries, particularly Face of Beauty, A Thing of Beauty. Yeah. I thought those were really good. In fact, I had Jill on my show. She's one of the filmmakers of that.
Right.
Yeah, and I had her on my show. It released this morning, actually. So, yeah.
Yeah. I had Heather Mosier on my podcast here over a year ago from Small Town Monsters.
Yeah. Okay.
She's awesome. Actually, she's going to be one of my speakers next year's event.
Cool.
I love Heather. She's such a great girl. Yeah, Danny, small town monsters do have a lot of good ones.
That one's next on my list to check out.
The Alaskan Bigfoot, the Holly Bigfoot, the Chestnut Ridge. They got all New York. Small town monsters got a lot of them. They got a lot of my friends, Brian and Terry Seach. They're in several of them, and they've been researching for 39 years of everything.
Wow.
And they are great, and I mean great researchers and great friends of mine. I love them. I love it. But
I
Jim
just sent
sent
you
me that picture. Yeah, I gotta load it. I just saw. Well, I didn't see it. I saw that you sent it. I gotta load it. I definitely gotta load it. Let me load it up if I can.
Okay.
If it let me. And oh my God, he's right. Okay. Now I'm going to bring it up here.
Awesome.
Now, let's see. The one on the gentleman on the right, that looks so much like Jamie. Holy cow.
So Jamie's a time traveler, huh?
Yeah. Holy cow. That is, wow. That looks just like him.
Wow.
You'll see.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, Jamie. I'll find out.
You will see.
Yep.
That just totally blew my mind, Sparky. Holy cow. I love it. I love it. Yeah, he thinks he's immortal. You might be right. Jenny's in for a treat. Oh, geez. But seriously, Kristina, the nicest people you can ever meet.
I'm excited about it.
Yeah.
I've been excited about this event for months.
Me too. Now I'm getting like, oh, I wish it was here.
Yeah.
I need it over with. I'm tired.
I got one more to go before I get there. So I've got one this weekend, and then next weekend I'm with you guys.
Yeah. I kind of totally forgot about that one yesterday till Laura messaged me a week ago. And oh, I forgot. But I got 2 more podcasts next week.
Awesome.
Tina Beitcher. Where are you at this weekend? Spark wants to know.
Oh, I'm in Rhinelander, Wisconsin, home of the Hodag. Yeah, there's a wellness and metaphysical fair up there this weekend, so I'll be going up there for that.
She's hodagging it.
I'm hodagging it. That's now a word. A verb, apparently.
Yes. Oh, geez.
Yeah.
But next week I got Tina Beitcher. She's a local psychic here in
Nice.
Mercer County. She does work with the police and that.
Nice.
And then I'm going to have Shane Corson on, whose name's pretty unanimous in the Bigfoot world. I'm excited about that one too. So I got those two going on before my conference.
Cool.
On the 27th, my wife and I both get cataract surgery.
Wow. 2 days before your event.
Yes. And I asked the doctor straight
Dude.
out, is this going to affect me? I got that event. I'm going to be on my feet just about the whole time, running around, taking care of all kind of crap. And he says, you'll be fine. I better
Okay.
be.
All right.
I better be. But so, yeah, next week's a busy week.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it, but I'm not
Mhm.
looking forward to it. And then Friday night, the 28th, we can get in the event center at 10 o'clock at night because they got a party going on that evening. And
Wow.
so I can lay it all out. Yeah. Then I ain't gonna get much sleep the night before anyhow, but
Yeah, I never do the night before a big event like that either.
no.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna need some extra help that next day though. I got extra coming, but I need some extra help. I want to sit down a lot more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So your friend Sparky has a question for me. Why do you think so many aliens channel through you? Because I allow them to mostly. I am aware that one of my other soul pieces is a Pleiadian and on the Pleiadian High Council. So when she channels through me, it's very easy because it's like a higher version of myself. So that's pretty easy. The Andromedans are new in the last couple weeks, so that's interesting.
Now, are they more friendly?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, I don't so my guides are really great gatekeepers. They don't let anything low vibe anywhere near me. They take very good care of me.
Okay.
So, yeah, nothing negative ever gets through me.
Damn good gatekeepers.
Very good gatekeepers. Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Very impressive. Because you don't need that negativity coming through.
Oh, no, absolutely not. No. No, my spirit guides have my back. I know that for a fact. Yeah.
I think it's awesome.
Yeah, I do too.
The other question he asked, how have they changed your life?
By broadening my perspective. That's like I mean, that sounds like a really short kind of blah answer, but it really is true.
That is a quick response. Not short, but that's a quick response and right on.
Yeah. Yeah. By broadening my perspective, by helping me to understand bigger concepts than I would otherwise. A lot of times when I'm channeling, I don't remember it. I don't remember what was said, but I do know that they leave an energy signature with me that raises my vibration a bit every single time. So when they're channeling through me, they are giving high vibration information to whomever needs it. And then there's kind of a tracer left behind of that higher vibration because they have to rifle through. I kind of call it my Rolodex, right? They have to use the Rolodex of my vocabulary. So as they're filtering through my Rolodex and my vocabulary, they're leaving their energy signature with me, which helps to raise my vibration and helps me to understand bigger concepts. So plus a lot more of them are now being filmed or recorded so I can go back and listen. But yeah, it's really interesting, but they have changed my life by raising my frequency and broadening my perspective.
Great answer. That is a great answer.
It's the only one I have.
Yeah, that's what makes it even greater.
Yeah.
Yeah, that helps 110%. That's, yeah, what can I say to that? That helps.
Right.
You know,
That was a really good question too.
he comes up with some good ones.
Yeah.
I'll give him that.
Seems like a smart fella.
Oh, thanks, Christine. And now I'm going to hear about it for a year. See, they think I'm smart. But he
Sorry
drinks.
to throw you under the bus, Bill.
Oh, jeez. But he believes in Mountain Dew, so that lowers him down.
Okay, because apparently Bigfoot believes in me, so that's good too.
Yeah. Yeah, that is. Oh, Jesus.
I knew he was going to come up with that. I totally set you up, man. I'm sorry. I totally set you up.
Oh.
See, this is what happens when your friends support you, Bill.
Oh, gee. I'm done. I am totally done. I was not expecting him to come up with that one. Oh. Yeah.
Oh, that's another really good question. You know what I say? Absolutely not a thing. Because their opinion makes absolutely no difference to me. If they don't understand what I'm doing, that's not my problem. They can just go do what they do, and I just let people be who they are, and I am who I am, and it doesn't even get to me. Like, the words might come out of their mouth, but it doesn't get inside me, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. I had the one restaurant I go to every morning, or just about every morning.
Mm-hmm.
I get my coffee just to get out of the house. The main reason I go. I only had a few people that were negative toward me about the Bigfoot and that. And I look at them and I say, I got no reason to lie to you. So, I don't care if you believe me or you don't. I know what I saw. I know what I've experienced. So, that's on you. You can be closed-minded or not. I don't care.
Yeah.
You do your thing, I do mine.
Exactly.
And
exactly.
that usually shuts them up.
Yeah.
Then I had other ones. They will come up and say, "Oh, you're the Bigfoot guy." Sort of, yeah. We saw your podcast, and we want to tell you our experience we had. Go for it. Yeah, I love hearing that. So, yeah, it makes a difference.
It does. It does. Yeah. And, the thing is, like, I'm a little bit fringe. So, I mean, even within the psychic community, I'm a little bit fringe.
Yeah.
But if somebody doesn't believe in what I do, that's not my problem.
No, it's not.
It's not my problem. And yeah, I kind of relate it to like, well, I don't necessarily believe in your religion. So how do you feel about that? And they're like, well, I don't care. Then why do you think I should care about your opinion? I don't.
Great answer. I had this gentleman and his son's friend. I got a little Bigfoot figurine down there at the restaurant. I took down at Christmas time to hide in the decorations. I ain't allowed to take it home with me now. But anyhow, because they keep moving it around.
Yeah.
And the one kid spotted it and he started talking about Bigfoot. I says, and I can hear him. And I tell him, look, so you guys believe in Bigfoot? Yes, we do. We watch different podcasts and that Expedition Bigfoot. I'm like, give up on Expedition Bigfoot. What? Give up on it. Why? It's all about TV ratings. They're not going to find a Bigfoot. They'll get close, but they will never tell you they found one. Why won't they? The show's over. It's all about the money. Yeah. So and then I tell them about my experience, and I do a part. And then at this other time, I went into the barber shop that I go to, and I get in the chair. Usually, it's Ralph's barber shop in Hermitage, PA. Usually, Ralph's the one that cuts my hair. His grandson does specialty cuts. This other young kid does specialty cuts and regular haircuts. And then Ralph's brother. I climb in Ralph's chair, and all of a sudden, the Bigfoot guy's here. I'm looking around. They're looking at me. I'm like, what? We saw you on Channel 5 News. When? The other day. It was their podcast that showing the show down, I think it was West Virginia. Oh, really? And I said, that was 2 years ago. Yeah, but you were on it. I'm like, yeah, they interviewed me. It's like, wow.
Yeah.
They were excited I was in there. And the one kid that was in the chair across from me, he goes, you're in the Bigfoot. My best friend's mom, she lives over in Hubbard. And I went, yeah, she's totally got me convinced about Bigfoot. I went, are you talking about Tina? Yeah. I says, when you talk to her the next time, tell her the guy that calls her Energizer Bunny says hi. She called me right away about 2 hours later. So it's a good feeling when they recognize you for this and not put you down.
Right.
I'm getting that. It's just, when they start putting you down for it, you just walk away. You got to have thick skin and just blow it off.
It's not a part of my reality when they do that. So it just doesn't even get to me. Yeah. I don't even know if it's thick skin because it's not, I'm not offended by other people's opinions, but they're trying to offend me with their opinions.
Exactly.
And I'm not going to let that energy get to me because why give my power away like that? It doesn't make sense.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the number one thing that I speak about when I speak at events is protecting our own energy. And that's with living people. That's with being around energies we don't understand. That's with paranormal investigations. That's with all of it. And even I've even given a similar kind of modified version of that to healthcare providers who are always inundated with people who are in pain, people who are sick, people who are angry, and teaching people how to protect your own energy so that it doesn't make you sick.
Exactly.
So yeah, and I do that. I'm speaking on that at CryptidCon UK in Somerset, England this summer. I'm speaking on that at the Maine Paracon in Horicon. I'm speaking about that at the Paranormal Rockdown in Broadhead, Wisconsin this summer. So, it's so important that people start understanding how energy really does affect us if we don't know how to handle it correctly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You're 110% correct. And
So, yeah. That's my big crusade at this point in my life is getting people to understand that you are in charge of your energy regardless of what other people are doing.
I love that. I do. And I'm on that crusade of, be open-minded.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
you're right. You got to protect your energy too.
You can be open-minded and
Yeah.
you know, put
Yep.
up your protection and still listen to people and hear them out without letting it inside to start eating away with you if
Exactly.
it's something the opposite of what you're feeling. You know, there's so many ways to do that. And being a, I'm an earth sign, astrological earth sign, and often refer to myself as the Virgo from hell because I have so much Virgo in my chart. And but I'm a concrete thinker because of it. So when I create a visualization, it has to be something that can't be penetrated, you know. So
Right.
I put a silver ball around myself. I call it a trailer hitch. So, you know,
Yeah.
if you've ever ran your knee into one of those, you know it's solid.
Yes. Very.
Yes.
There, and the cuss words fly when you run into it.
Oh
So
yeah.
it is very, very solid.
Very solid, and it reflects back what people are putting out and
Yeah,
what spirits are trying to pull out sometimes, or what other entities are trying to put out. If you don't let it in, it can't hurt you, you know? It's like a boat. The water around you isn't gonna hurt you. It's the
that's
water that
right.
gets inside. It's gonna
That's
sink your
right.
ship. So, just yeah, I teach people how not to let it in. That's my big thing is when I speak at different events, that's what I speak about.
I know when we went to the old Butler VA hospital, uh, 288,000 square foot building, 5 floors, basement and sub basement.
Wow.
And there was activity clean through that building. And there was only one bad energy that, and I felt it when I walked in that little solarium room.
Mhm.
And you can feel the temperature difference from
Oh, yeah.
the
I'm
hallway to
sure.
that. And I walked out. And Ghost Chick Angel was, I was with her there. And I walked up to her. I says, Angel, we got a problem down the end of the hall there. It's solarium. She said, what? I says, something bad energies in there. Right away, right down. And yeah, it was an angry entity in there, giving us some bad energy. And
Yeah.
then he wanted to follow us up the hall. And all of us said, no, you are not allowed. Stay back.
Yep.
And we did not let him travel with us. But that was the only real bad energy we felt in that whole place. Yeah, but you definitely got to protect your energy from that.
Mhm.
I made sure I got the hell out of that room right away as soon as I felt it. I went up and told Angel about it.
Mhm.
And she
Yep.
walked in there. She said, whoa, it's kind of cold in here. Because it was a good 10, 15 degrees colder in that solarium. So, uh, and the other solariums through on different halls weren't that cold. So
Right.
it was just that one. So you can't just blame it on the windows.
Nope.
Um, we were supposed to go back. She was supposed to let me know, and I'm not sure when. And I hope I get to go back soon. So, but anyhow,
Yeah.
it's like almost 10 after 7
I
your
know,
time.
we kinda ran over.
Yeah, that's fine. I allow it. Uh,
Awesome. Awesome.
uh, but let's get, let's kind of finish up a little bit here. Uh,
Okay.
let the people know how they can get a hold of you other than at my event.
Okay. Um, I have information on my website where you can request an appointment to get a psychic reading, which I do over the phone or over the internet when I'm not at events. I no longer have a brick and mortar place because, well, the 2020 events killed that one pretty much. So um, no more brick and mortar, which has actually been really good for me because it's allowed me to reach out and branch out. But I do readings and also hypnosis too over the internet and over the phone. So you can go to KristinaBloom.com and just scroll down and there's a thing at the bottom of the page that says request an appointment. And by doing that, it'll send me an email. So you can do that. I'm on Facebook This is actually broadcasting on my Facebook business page right now. So you can reach me through Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Lemonade, whatever that is. I don't know. I
Well,
just joined it.
I just joined it too, and it's to me, it's all fashion. It's like I'm not in the fashion.
I don't know. It's a lot of weird stuff. I haven't
Yeah.
quite figured it out yet. I'm also on Blue Sky if you want to get me there. And
What the hell is that?
I don't know. A friend of mine says like, "Hey, join me on Blue Sky." Okay. So,
Oh God, another one.
yeah, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. That one is mostly for authors and for artists. So if
Oh.
you're not an author or an artist, you don't really need to be there.
I'm not done with my book yet.
Yeah, I am an author. I do have 2 books for sale on my website, which you'll scroll past getting to the point where you can make an appointment. I need to catch up my calendar, but I have the calendar of all of my events on my Facebook, or I'm sorry, on my website. All 3 of my YouTube channels are listed there. So we've got, Paranormal Podcast, Red Road Paranormal,
Yep.
and Breakfast with Bobby. So I've got those 3 YouTube channels that I'm running. I'm handing over. Check this out. I'm so excited. I'm handing over production to Rez for Red Road Paranormal. So
No way.
yeah.
Oh, holy cow.
Yeah. That'll be
I
fun.
enjoyed being on that podcast.
Yeah, we need to have you back on again.
Yeah.
So as we're switching roles, I'll be setting up guests. So I'll be in touch.
Oh God, here we go again. She's gonna be messing me. Come on, Bill, give me an answer. But hey, I got to give a shout out right now too.
Okay.
Stacy Lee Smith. I got this shirt from her.
Oh,
The
cool.
Rustic Spirit. She is an awesome lady. I got the shirt today. She will not be at my event because she's already pre-booked for somewhere else. And that breaks my heart. Great lady. And she has her own podcast, The Rustic Spirit. People,
Nice.
you need to check her out too. Seriously.
I will do that.
Um,
Let me write that down. The Rustic Spirit.
Yep. And Stacy's an awesome, awesome person. It's Stacy Lee Smith.
Okay.
Leigh.
Leigh. Okay.
Yeah. I got a lot of love and respect for that lady. She's awesome.
Awesome.
But yeah, I love the shirt. It's great. And she messaged me the other day, says, "What size shirt do you wear? Is it a medium or large?" Large. I got a beer gut. and I don't drink.
I think we're calling that dad bods these days.
That's good. I tell everybody I got a quarter keg now.
Oh, all right.
Until I broke my back 4 years ago, I never had a gut. Never. I had abs, not a gut. Now I got a gut.
Well, that'll happen when you have a spinal injury.
Yes. And I'm ticked off about it. I lost my abs. Oh, well. About time I lost it, I guess.
Yeah.
But anyhow, Kristina, it is so great to have you on.
Thank you.
I'm so
It's
looking
been
forward
fun.
to seeing you on the 29th.
Yeah. I'll be coming at you with a great big hug, just so you know.
You better. And I already discussed to you about the 28th, so you already know that.
Yeah, I'll let you know.
Yes. So, folks, check her out. Anybody on her YouTube channel and that, please subscribe to us, Agents of the Unexplained. Also, whoever's on my YouTube channel, please subscribe to hers.
And likewise, the other way as well.
Yeah, please. she is a great lady, and
Thank you.
her podcasts are off the chart too. Only if mine will get that good. But
Well,
hey,
thank you. I appreciate that.
hey, it's the truth. So we will talk to you all soon. You all stay safe. Next week's supposed to get cold, but you're used to the cold where you live.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm sick of the cold where I live.
I like the cold. I like the cold. So it's good.
I'm on blood thinners. I don't.
Oh yeah, I'm not.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks, Sparky. Thanks, everyone. You all
Yes,
stay
thank
safe. We'll see you all soon.
Thank you for tuning in to the Agents of the Unexplained. Please visit our website at agentsoftheunexplained.net for unique paranormal merchandise like t-shirts, books, and coffee mugs. Join our Facebook group and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more thrilling content. Until next time, keep questioning the unexplainable.